Owning a rental property is an investment, but risks can arise. Today, we sit down with experts to discuss how professional property management and landlord insurance work together to protect your investment. Andy, thank you for joining us today. Could you tell us a little bit more about Terri Scheer?
Terri Scheer have been around for 25 plus years.
Yep.
We specialise in landlord insurance protection.
Sure.
We're trusted to over 250,000 investors across Australia and over 15,000 real estate officers.
Wow.
So working with the likes of Gem Realty, help us establish good relationship partnerships.
Gem Realty, we manage a lot of properties in Victoria. Some of the owners, they actually go and buy standard landlord insurance. We just want to know that from your experience, what are the chances and risks of, underinsured properties, not have the landlord insurance covered?
Yeah, so with obviously investment property, there's always a risk out there. So some landlords choose to insure, some landlords choose not to. So statistically wise, there's roughly about 2.3 million investors in Australia.
Yes.
And it's estimated about 1.3 million of those, or 55%, fall into the underinsured market. What that simply means, Nathan, is those are owners who have chosen add-on products that don't really suit the property management side of things, or they choose not to insure whatsoever. So our role really is to try to educate better in the marketplace and ensure landlords receive the correct information and knowledge to make an informed decision.
At Gem Realty, we focus on proactive management, reducing risk before they become problems. We maintain a 95% plus occupancy rate, and our average vacancy period is less than 2 weeks. But we also know that the rental market can be unpredictable. From an insurance perspective, what are the biggest risks landlords should be aware of, and how can working with agencies like us help mitigate those risks?
Yeah, so we kind of live in a world of assumptions sometimes, where we think when things are going right, we just presume it's going to continue that way. But the market, as you know, can be unpredictable. It ebbs and flows in terms of property management and in terms of real estate. So we take the high and there's also the low. So when the low occurs, we need to be prepared and covered for those situations. So obviously with Terri Scheer, we can provide that peace of mind in terms of providing loss of rent risk, damage risk when the unforeseen happens.
We believe a proactive approach leads to better outcome for landlords. How do you evaluate an agency's risk level?
Yeah, so we work predominantly in portfolios. So in terms of the volume of properties that you do manage, we measure risk in accordance with that. So the higher the volume of properties that you have insured, will be more beneficial when it comes to a claim situation. So what that means is we measure an agency's low loss ratio over a 3-year period. So that's the amount of claims submitted to our claims department over that period of time.
Yes.
Now currently Gem Realty are tracking at about 6% over 3 years, which basically displays good risk management processes. So what that can mean to your investors is you're on top of your arrears, and you're vetting your tenants correctly when they're entering the properties.
Is 6% claim rate good enough, or what's the market standard?
Yeah, so over 3 years, that would be categorised as a very good client for Terri Scheer in terms of how you're managing risk. The national average is roughly running at about 38% loss ratio, so that's nationally throughout all the agents throughout Australia. Yeah, so as you can see, you're in that category of very, very low risk in terms of that, and effectively managing your risk at a good rate.
Many of our clients are overseas clients, and they often ask, how can they ensure their property is protected while they're actually not here?
So the first step really is choosing a professional in the field. Obviously, it's a risk if you want to self-manage your property, especially if you're overseas.
Exactly.
So obviously, employing the services of a professional property manager, real estate agency is the first step to ensuring risk. At Terri Scheer, obviously our policies are tailored towards the professional market as well as the self-managed market. However, the policy will differ in the self-managed field. So for example, if you do have a loss of rent claim with us and you're self-managing your property, we do charge you in excess for that particular claim outcome. Going with an agent is obviously all the documents will be there straight away.
Properly prepared,
and submitted in a timely manner. So obviously the pain point can sometimes be is the time frames to process claims. And obviously employing the services of a professional agency, you're able to actually cut down that time frame. And ensure at the same time money is going back into the account obviously with a claim situation. So what I'm trying to say is the claim turnaround time will be quicker having your property professionally managed.
Understood. Really appreciate for you to come along. Landlord insurance is something that is essential, in the property management world.
Yeah, well, thank you for inviting me this afternoon, Nathan, and we look forward to a long-lasting relationship with Gem Realty.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.